Diablo 6 damage shield happens.
And we are live and streaming right now.
No?
Yeah, it's live.
You can see it on the screen. Anyway,
Right.
today your commentators are
Richard Doan.
and Adam Jackson.
Welcome to the fourth Vanguard OCS. Held at Cardmasters Gaming Collectibles. Today, we are seeing a match between Duncan Young and Takumi.
Toriyanaga.
What he said.
We're already talking.
Stream this episode if you want to start.
Duncan on your left is playing Nova Grapplers with Beast Deities, and Takumi is playing OTT, aka
No,
Silent Tom.
It's not Beast ID itself, it's Victor.
Yeah, it's Victor.
But it's with Beast ID support, so he's using max speed in combination with tanks to stand stuff more.
Yeah. If he pulls off the combo, you guys will see how pretty devastating it is.
It's very, very stupid to have a Hank attack for 21 and then restand in the same attack and attack for 21 again. Especially if you use 2 and on a big plasma turn. Because you can also use a Hank to stand a Hank and then do other shit.
Yeah.
More stupid. Both of these players are very good. They know exactly what they're doing against this matchup. I remember way back, excuse me, when GB21 first came out, I must have played the matchup with Takumi like, there was actually a point where we played it 10 games in a row. So they both know the matchup, and it should be a fun game unless OTC flips double crit.
Yep.
See the timers on
Earlier
screen.
today, Takumi flipped triple crit and won.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Alright, here we go.
It has begun.
Takumi rides a 10k vanilla. That's
8K.
not 8k vanilla. That's not relevant right now.
Nope. And he's also using Beast ID Perfect Guards, so he can get the checks from max speed. Duncan checks the crit and goes through.
And now Takumi does not have to worry about healing much because he will Coco for sure. For sure,
So far,
Takumi
nothing.
couldn't flip a crit back.
Nothing exciting so far. Duncan has... don't see a grade 3.
Because Sazanda, Claydol, and
He has a
the
Victor. He's a Victor, yeah.
That's all
He's
he needs,
likely
really.
gonna call out something to the board. He's debating it, and he's joking around with Takumi as well. Should I do it? Should I not? And he just swings solo. Takumi no passes here, so he doesn't take more damage.
Alright, will we see a Coco or a Susanoo?
Neither.
A Susanoo.
I lied. I didn't see this as enough.
Really? I'm just kidding.
You know how hard it is to see on the stream of shuffles?
No worries. That's 19k column.
19k column. Duncan's likely going to 3 or 4 if Takumi flips a crit. 3. Yeah. Unless Duncan's willing to drop the 15, and I don't think he is. Yep.
I have no idea why they're damage checking like that, but okay. They can just like do it. Whatever.
Yeah, it's also sad to see that there are no beast IDs in the damage zone right now, which sucks.
So, from personal experience playing the deck, Victor and Adam as well, I think it's safe to say that Takumi has a chance to go to 4, possibly 5 this turn, because this turn is just too big with Victor as the Vanguard.
Duncan will have to call it Rigor though. Sazanda and... Alright, yeah.
5 attacks will be hit, or will be flung today, or right now.
2.
Gunzork is now at 19.
Sazanda.
Suzanne, not bad. It's been a long day.
Duncan hits Vanguard, trying to push up more cards from his hand. And now the Victor swing comes in.
And now Suzanne is hitting for 29.
Yeah.
For now.
Oh, he's going to 5.
For sure.
He has 3 cards in hand. So he's definitely going to 5. He does.
Did Duncan no guard? I can't hear him. Sorry, did Takumi no guard?
Yeah.
Apparently so.
As you can see, they're trying to do the drag
Oh
properly.
boy.
Alright, a crit heal on a Victor turn with a Hank is extremely detrimental for Takumi. Duncan, in theory, should just blow him out next turn. Oh,
Heal trigger goes,
wow, never
does
mind.
go off.
That factor affected the game majorly.
And now he has a decent hitting Hank. But he cannot use its skill again because it was already used this turn.
Takumi will likely take this hit.
Now he will try to recover by drawing a crap ton of cards, or maybe just one, but you know.
And on screen, Duncan's damage should be at 2, but it currently hasn't been updated.
Duncan is perfect guarding because he does not want Takumi to fight back. But he gets
+1. Yeah.
But he gets perfect guard, so
No triggers.
no triggers.
Takumi needed a heal. And Takumi, being the smart player, hits the Hank, so Duncan doesn't have to counterblast for Big Plasma, but Duncan has the cradle mechanic.
Yep. And now Duncan is going to slide into the big boss.
He does not stride because he doesn't have any fodder.
Nope, he does not have any fodder. Unfortunately.
That's alright. He's going to restand it with the Hank. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
It's a very basic trick right now. But it's somehow still effective. Only because Takumi didn't heal last turn. Yeah. He's likely going to no-guard the Victor hit. Yeah.
No guards it.
Duncan flip a crit? No.
And unfortunately, Duncan does not flip a crit.
Defensive
But
trigger.
Sazanda is still hitting for 23?
6.
26?
Again, 5k from Hank, and then 5k from itself, so 19 plus 7. Yeah. And Takumi will... Yeah. He perfect guards it, and he'll have to go to
Takumi will most
Takumi
likely
Kazuchi.
stride into Takemi Kazuchi and get 2 cards to his hand.
Susanoo.
Just trying to sustain.
Oh, did he just Susanoo? Double Susanoo.
Oh, poor guy.
I think he did. Takemi needs to get... Jesus. Takemi Kazuchi needs to get him a perfect. Gemini, Mocha, Coco. Not really. He has to take the Psychic Quick to live.
Yep.
And he does.
We see the Tom.
Duncan could be in a bad spot here.
We see a critical and a heal from Takumi, putting it back into the game. Sort of.
And 1 heal from Duncan. Well, it only matters that it's an offensive trigger.
Yep. Now he's attacking with the Tom first just to make sure that Duncan says no guard to it, so he can get no damage in for sure. And we see it. And he's taking the Hank just to avoid another attack next turn.
Well, Duncan got the Stride Fodder. So if he doesn't kill the Hank,
He drew a Victor.
Duncan guarded it. But basically, if he didn't hit the Hank and the Hank was able to die, right, he would have been doing what he's doing right now.
Yep.
He has the Vic Plasma Victor turn.
So now,
which is really stupid with the Hank especially. It's really stupid.
I would have. Oh.
Replace room build, have a better column.
There we go.
Like we swing with Sazanda unboosted to the top.
Yep.
Or Mocha. Either one is fine.
Attacks.
Takumi's likely gonna hit. Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that Takumi's kind of dead.
Yep.
Yep. 26 unboosted at the Vanguard. Takumi will say no guard. Because
He boosted.
Oh.
Yeah. And like a smart player, he used it on the first attack. And Duncan flips a draw. Very good. Sazanda. And no crit.
Takumi does not get a defensive trigger.
Takumi will have to no guard the Vic Plasma yet again. Unless he has... I don't think he has a perfect guard.
No, he does not.
No.
He used it. Wango.
Yeah.
Or last turn, sorry. So that's Azanda's
Pretty big.
Pretty big,
It'll
yeah.
be pretty big after the Hank as well. Because
Yeah.
it has triggers on it. And again, 10k from that, 26, it's 31 right now.
Yep.
It'll be 41 after the Hank attack.
Yeah.
It's really stupid. Takumi calculating how much he can actually guard, and he no guards in second Vic Plasma.
Did we see a crit to end it?
Takumi's at 5, doesn't matter. And that's the game.
Yeah.
That's game 1, and
we see that Nova Grapplers have the upper hand inherently because they attack.
no.
Well, they don't?
Takumi had to get a Coco. If he had a Coco
Yeah.
that was the first ride, the burst actually significantly helps against the Victor turn. Takumi would have been in a much better situation had he gotten the Coco. Since he didn't.
Yeah, I agree. But I always thought that since Nova's attack so much, they can just do pokes as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be forcing out more cards, and Takumi can only draw so much. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. And Takumi has his early game is nothing, but so is Duncan's, right? So it's not really really relevant. Things really happen when these guys drive. You need to, I don't. Clearly. I'm gonna quickly check the Jays game.
They're losing.
They're not. We were winning 3-0 last time I checked.
Well, 3-0 in baseball means nothing. You should know that better.
We won by 3. Like to get here.
Still another three runs that needs to be achieved.
What did the switch do? Oh.
Suck, Marco.
Alright, so then moving on to game
You
2.
choked.
I got 9 hit back.
Sorry about that, guys. We have a little.
So Duncan rides max speed, which is the B-study portion of his deck, and Gumi's just going to solo swing here. And Susanoo. I don't see. Oh, I see a Coco. Tagumi's in a better spot now. He has a Coco.
He's told us to move him closer. Now you come move that. Okay.
Duncan calling the reverse to the side just to get more.
Am I?
Sorry that I'm quiet.
Am I?
You're loud enough.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, thank you. That's all
I am
That's
quiet.
all
I don't project into my computer.
And we see a 1 to pass because he wrote Tom, and he passed.
It's like you're
Damn.
not even there.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters,
I
but
am here.
okay.
Anyway, Duncan will likely ride and potentially call another rear, but he doesn't.
Now he rides Victor, which is good. Fortunately, we couldn't see his grab checks because of stuff. That's okay.
Takumi will take the damage and then Coco.
Yep.
Actually, no. He can stride first, so Susanoo is a better option right now, unless he wants to ride the Coco. There we go. Susanoo is a better option because he can stride first.
Please explain to us why Susanoo is a better option.
Susanoo is a better option because over the long term, you get more pluses off of Kieran and Takumi Kazuchi by striding. And Coco, you get a plus during that turn, but after that, you have to hit or you have to rewrite a Susanoo and then stride later on. So going into Susanoo first is a better option because he starts plussing instantly. It's a more passive plus as opposed to a burst plus. And Takumi fills his board.
Goodness gracious.
Duncan's probably going to 4.
Get
5. Power on Tom because it's
That's 1 crit. That's 2 crits.
That's
He can
2 crits.
end the game right now.
Does he flip a
Can he
third
do
crit?
it?
No. Duncan's still dead unless he flips like triple defensive trigger.
Unfortunately, only flips 1.
Alright, Kieran's
But
laboratory skills.
okay.
Takumi will likely add a heal. And I didn't see it.
Duncan's only hope is to really have a Hank so he can kind of push back, right?
Tom is now hitting for 26 because I believe Takumi put everything on there.
He's dropped 15k worth of 5s,
Yeah.
which he does.
And he does with Hank, Sazanda, and the other something.
Takumi does not choose to use Hank Man.
Hank Man.
Hank Man.
The reason why he didn't use Tank Man isn't because Takumi would neg 1, it's because either way it only forces out 1 card from Duncan's hand.
Yep.
And Takumi pretty much wins this game now. After the double kill.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, or you guys need to know, Novas, when they get quote-unquote rushed or just put to high damage and they haven't stricken yet, that's where they kind of fall.
Looks like Takumi is not going to let the bleeding stop.
Yep.
Duncan's
26.
going to bleed for a little while.
And unfortunately, Duncan doesn't flip any heal triggers, so things are looking really grim.
Takumi should win next turn.
Yep, for sure.
And Duncan has,
If he takes this damage, he can Takumi Kazuchi and Susanoo.
although he, the issue is, if he's gonna take it, but if Duncan had flipped like a heal or a perfect guard or something else,
Yeah.
then it would have been different.
So-
But right now,
yeah.
Takumi is just gonna do the thing that you said. Takumi Kazuchi, well, Susanoo first takes the Tom, then he's gonna Takumi Kazuchi. He may also call Tom over the Tank Man, but I don't think he should because Tank Man gives 2 cards from Duncan's hand. And yep,
Takumi's field is going to rip out at least 6 cards this turn. So, see a crit,
Yeah.
and that's
And
for
that's
sure
a game.
seal the deal.
yeah, that's game 2, and that's what happens when OTT can strike first.
Yep. It's interesting, Duncan doesn't play any gun source, but he does play the Beast DD 12k, so it's just the same thing. I'm assuming he plays the Golden Anklet because it can do stuff at turn 2. Yep.
That's not the B-Study 12k.
What?
The B-Study 12k is Hate Your Chaos. Golden Anklet gains 3k when it restands.
Yep.
But if you
so
restand multiple times, then it stacks on.
he also plays that. He also plays the grade 1 guy that when it stands you can kind of
Max beat.
Yeah, max beat third.
For those who want to know what Max Beat does, when it stood, you can counterblast a B-Study and then stand any other Nova Grappler. So you can have it boosting a Hank, counterblast with a Hank, stand on Max Beat, counterblast with a Max Beat, stand a Hank. The attack's still going for quote-unquote 16, but Hank is a 5, so it's 21, and you can attack again for 21. 2 attacks for 21 for 2 counter blasts. It's very cheap.
It was, in my opinion, Duncan's deck was a pretty good mana call today just because no one really saw it coming. Link Joker wasn't even used in this tourney.
No, Link Joker, nobody played a Link Joker deck.
It's funny you say that because a certain individual on our locals who works there, not gonna name any names, you know who I'm talking about, he still thinks Link Joker is top tier.
Yeah.
And a lot of us beg to differ.
And for those watching the stream, Link Joker
is solid when you get to stride.
No, even then it doesn't finish.
What?
Even then it doesn't finish people.
That's true.
Basically, there are multiple decks game plan right now that their whole plan is to not die. If your plan is to not die, your plan isn't to win.
Yeah. Amnesty is...
They have Excelix now, which helps.
Amnesty is supposed to be the finisher, but
yeah,
a good pair will always have the perfect guard.
No, they won't always have it.
They won't always have it.
And that's a fallacy. Anyway, as you can see, Duncan rides Gunzork.
And then
he calls Arashid in front so we can get the Victor to hand.
In Novas, especially Victor, you kind of need to be on Victor as your hero, or else you will not win most of
If you don't have Victor, you're not going to win.
And for those of you out there who think you should play stands in Novas, you're wrong. Please explain to us why you should play stand triggers when your heart does the standing for you. Please explain.
Yeah, you just shouldn't.
Yeah. I understand
also,
Girl is good, but Victor does the same thing. You don't lose a 10k shield.
Your deck is also rearguard dependent, and by having crits, it helps if you're just swinging out of the Vanguard. By having stands, it makes it more rearguard dependent. Anyway, Takumi has to GSS to 2 here because his hand is triple 8k, double Coco, and a heal trigger. However, he can, in theory, recover because of the Coco. But if you're one of those people that says, oh, it's okay because he's going to Coco and it gets rid of G assist, it doesn't because he's still neg 2. He just breaks even as opposed to being up cards. And Takumi hits Vanguard here. Mocha is swinging for 11 for those who don't know the skills.
Takumi flips a crit.
That was in his drop zone.
Okay, I'm sorry, my mistake.
Tom.
Now Duncan can just stay stuck, but we don't do that against Coco.
No,
that's a terrible idea.
It's horrible. He should ride a Victor that he searched.
Well,
I would ride the Victor. If he stays stuck, Takumi's just gonna
I
ride
would
the
ride
Coco.
Victor too.
Yeah. Like, there's no reason for him to stay stuck. And he does cause the Hank to apply more pressure. Takumi flips the trigger. There we go.
Does.
The Arashid
Drop it. Oh, he just won the pass. Oh boy.
That's it. Did you get a second trigger? And of course, Duncan's like,
oh
my
boy,
God.
there is no doubt in my mind that Duncan has this game. But Takumi can pull like crits and just quote unquote come back, right?
Theoretically, through card advantage, Takumi loses.
Yeah. Oh,
but Duncan's hand doesn't seem like it's that great.
I thought it was Josh. Fong. I thought it was Josh. Whatever. Kind of like kind of different.
And here we see Takumi ride Coco, going to Kieran, call a Tom, call him, and call him. The Mocha will be hitting for 11 once he drops guards. And
we see a perfect
Duncan
guard
has a perfect guard, and he drops it. So Takumi does not +1. He's a crit.
That's 1 crit.
All the Tom, so we can push him to 5. Sorry, that's perfect. As you can see, and as you can see, Duncan takes the Tom hit because no, sorry, he didn't take the Tom. Oh, he did. Yeah, he was at 2. He took the Tom hit and went to 4.
No,
Duncan goes into Vic 10. I'm assuming he has a booster, right?
He has.
Arashid. All right,
that's fine.
He has to stride next turn, so it's debatable. Yep. The Hedgehog does let him draw a card, which is not that bad. But he's down 3 perfect guards, so the Tom's likely going to kill him. There's 2 in damage and 1 in drop zone.
So now Duncan's just debating.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and assume we put the Hedgehog skill on the Rumble.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he put it on the Rumble, and then he draws a card of the Hedgehog.
And now Takumi, nope,
Duncan swings out again, and then he swings with the Victor and sends the Hedgehog again. That doesn't trigger the draw because that's once per turn.
And we see a critical ripped by Duncan.
Power on the Hank so you can send it, and double grade 3 check which kills him.
Yeah.
That's not the best thing. Takumi hits a defensive trigger, which isn't that good. Hank is 19, Hedgehog is 13, 20. I think it's
safe to say that it's over. It doesn't matter if Takumi can refill his hand as long as he can't break Duncan's.
he can Takumi Kazuchi here.
Yeah.
So if you can fill up a board that's decent, specifically with the Tom, then he's fine. He takes. Pretty sure he took the heal trigger, so we can guard stuff next turn.
That's just unfortunate seeing heal crit, but whatever.
It was a heal Gemini, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
If they're yellow, it looks
there's
the
8Ks
same.
on a tank man.
Come on now.
A tank man, and he's debating on Susanoo, crit or 8K.
Takumi has
takes
like no Tom in
There's
his
a
hand.
Susanoo
He has,
in hand, and I didn't see what he took. Alright,
the
he
choices
took
this man has.
Tank man and something.
Duncan's hand is like
Anyway,
the size
Takumi
of how
pretty much
his
has
hand's
to
supposed
just,
to be.
he has to fill up his whole board, otherwise he's going to lose.
This kind of looks like the final turn to me.
And if Duncan can't guard everything, then he loses. The tank man forces out 2 cards, Susanoo is 1, Takumi Kazuchi is 3, so 5, 6 cards from Duncan's hand.
That's
Assuming Duncan has 10Ks to guard properly. I don't think he does though.
Duncan is
You say
giving
two to
him
pass?
2.
Yeah.
Oh boy, can we see a reversal, guys? Can we
Everything
see a
should
reversal?
go to the Susanoo. Like, actually, Duncan has.
What would you do?
I would put, it depends on how many cards Duncan has in hand. If he has 5 or 4, I would definitely put it to the Susanoo because then he can force out 4 cards, and then Duncan doesn't have his GB2 active, so he's essentially vanilla for the whole turn.
See, you can go that route, or you can just.
Also, this is
you
his
just
second.
stack it.
This is his second stride chuck, so there isn't that much of a point to stack it.
Yep.
So if he stacks,
Takumi is stacking it, ladies and gentlemen.
and he doesn't hit it. Duncan has. I definitely would have put it to the. Oh, he's at 4.
Yeah, dumbass. I apologize for AJ or Adam's.
I apologize for that. I
Shitty
thought
eyes.
Duncan was at 5.
And now here comes Big Plasma, and it's kind of over.
Alright,
Yeah.
and Takumi just scoops.
Look on the bright side, Adam. They probably didn't hear you.
Yeah, so forget everything I said about the. Okay, all the cards forcing out. If he was at 5, that would have mattered so much, but now it doesn't.
I knew Takumi was at. Oh, sorry, Duncan was at 4. I knew he was at 4. I was going on with that.
The cards would have mattered if he was at 5. That's
Yeah,
it.
so Takumi lost.
It's done. Takumi
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for
Top
top
4.
4.
But we will see somebody else for somebody else. We don't
Yeah.
know.
So I'm facing Duncan next again.
I'm just gonna comment it.
Sorry, Adam, did you say something?
Whoa!
This playstyle is like, Adam, I want to stack it, and then he doesn't stack it.
I got 2 triggers and I didn't stack it.
There's a reason why I have to tweet it.
I'll tell you something about Adam. He thinks every deck is bad until he gets bodied by it. So someone.
For ankle, and the sole reason is he has to, at this moment, Victor Lamb went on standby phase preemptively after activate that announcement phase.